Where am I? Holy shit. I'm gone. Oh, there I am. Oh, come on. There it is. Hi, I'm a lizard. This looks so stupid. Ah, yes. You have seen my true form. Also, where's the chat? Fuck. Pop out chat. Copy. Hi, Cuddle. Oh. Where's the cat? You think I have a cat? I don't have a cat. What? This guy's drunk. Hi, good evening to you. So... I'm a lizard, so what? Yeah, I'm a lizard, guys. I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry. I've been lying to you all this time. I'm not a human. Nor do I come from... No, I do come from the future. In the future, humanity is actually all dead. Rambutnya dari samping. Yes. Intan nitip sendal. Sure. I will keep it to myself. Thank you very much. I will not return it to you. Thank you. This is my sandal now. Go away. Tutup mulut yuk, nanti ada lalat masuk. Nggak bisa. Kalau kira aku bisa mulut, nggak bisa. Ini permanen buka terus. Yeah, I just want to say why is this? Okay, wait. I am a lizard. Rawr XD. I don't think that's how a lizard talks, but hey. Yeah, I just want to say in the future humanities are all dead. There are like lizard aliens as well. What? God damn it. Yeah, in the future there are lizard aliens. That's my people who came to Earth and then realized, oh, there's a remnant of a civilization here. Let's see what they were like. And I was sent here. So, hi. Just kidding. Let me take this off. Hi. Welcome back. I just want this to be normal. No, normal. Fuck. I can't talk today. Normal free talk, damn it. But yeah, wonder why I started that one. Okay, let me explain to you my obsession with lizards. Wait, let me check. This is... I need to change this. It's just a normal free talk, guys. It's just a normal free talk. Please don't be alarmed. I will not be a lizard again. Also, I'm sorry if I use too much English, okay? I don't care. I am in the mood to use English only and you can't do anything about it. Enggak kok. Canda. Enggak sih. Hari ini sibuk banget sumpah dari pagi. Jam 7, jam 9. Tadi jam berapa? Jam 1 kayaknya. Terus aku ketiduran gitu kan. Bangun-bangun jam 4 udah hampir buka gitu kan ya. Itu buaya tadi. Itu kadalnya juga kalau jadi kadal kayak gitu. Halo Yuga, halo Kila, halo Awalita Ikawa juga tadi. Halo Levi, halo Steak, halo Kira. Love you all. Yuga malam. Apa ya? Aku mau cerita aja curhat gitu. Ya biasalah free talk. Apa bedanya sama Yuga di kayak VC gitu. Tapi kalau di VC aku takut soalnya orang lain juga ngomong kan. Jadi mendingan kayak gini. Jadi aku doang yang ngomong. Apa ya? Ya gitulah. Yuga itu sangat selfish orangnya. Maaf ya. But ya, jadi hari ini hari Kamis itu memang biasanya hari paling sibuk buat Yuga soalnya banyak kegiatan gitu dari pagi sampai sore. Malam juga biasanya sih, tapi karena puasa kayaknya ya nggak bisa. Sini curhat sama aku. Oh, ya udah. Tadi pagi mulai yang masalah sih itu kayak jam 9 ada kelas yang Oh my god, so fucking difficult, man. Holy shit. But in a way, I was actually trying so hard. 仕事じゃないよ。クラス。僕は大学へ行くから、なんか、忙しいと思ったけど、it it seems like I'm busy, but it's busy. Fuck. I feel like I'm busy because there's so much things that I could do, but in actuality, it's not really. I'm not that busy, but yeah. At 9, there was this freaking class that I didn't understand at all. It's just like, goddamn. I don't enjoy learning or studying at all, especially this subject that I'm, learning. It's just like, damn, I hate this. Also, why am I closing my eyes? I don't know. Kesenderan aku sedih ya. Aku bisa nyender di kursi kok. After that, at 12, I actually had apa itu namanya? An experiment or like bahasa Inggrisnya praktikum apa sih? Praktikum Indonesian. Praktikum. Practice. Not I don't think that's that. Experiment. Apa ya namanya ya? Kalau bahasa Inggris. Ya intinya kayak gitu kan. But of course, it is the month of Ramadan, right? So everyone is fasting, including me, because I don't want, like, despite being an idol or a VTuber, I actually fast, at least in front of people, because I don't want them to see me eating and they would be like, hey, why are you eating in front of us? Gitu. So yeah, I was really hungry and like thirsty at that time. It's just fucking hell. But yeah, so I whiffed some very concentrated hydrogen chloride. Amazing. Ya, kalau kalian nggak tahu apa asam klorida itu, baunya sangat khas dan sangat menyengat, sumpah. Woo! It's kind of like a guilty pleasure at this point. The first time I whiffed it, I was just like, oh my god, I coughed immediately. I was just like, fuck, this shit is bad. But now that I've whiffed it, here's a burger for you. Oh, thank you. now that I've whiffed a couple of or like hydrogen chloride a couple of times, every single time I like smelled it, I'm like, you know what? That actually isn't bad. It's not good for your health. It might be carcinogenic. Is hydrogen chloride carcinogenic? Department of Health Human Services, the International Agency, EPA, have not classified hydrogen chloride as to its carcinogenicity. Okay, at least it's not carcinogenic, but you can still die from whiffing too much hydrogen chloride, right? It doesn't cause cancer, at least. Don't worry, I'm not gonna die yet. Hopefully. But yeah, that was not a good thing. A very concentrated hydrogen chloride is fucking horrible. But the experiment went well, maybe. When I talk about like chemistry and kind of things, lots of people actually think that I'm just like making bombs and whatnot, using like Iron Man to create like explosive things. But no, who died? Me. I died. No, just kidding. No, I haven't died yet. I think. Maybe. Have I died? Are you guys still alive? I don't know. What you call it? Hydrogen chloride. Yeah, hydrogen chloride doesn't kill you yet. Or like if you smell it a couple of times, you're not gonna die yet. But if you were to just like whiff like you're probably gonna die. Why are you smelling that? I smelled it accidentally. The tool that we have, or like apa itu namanya, pipet ukur. Bahasa Inggrisnya pipet ukur apa? Yeah, the pipet that we use to transfer hydrogen chloride from its container to like a burette or something. It's broken, and like the point, the what do you call it, the end point of the pipet is actually broken. Therefore, after taking it, some hydrogen chloride is gonna spill out, and then because of that I kind of whiffed a couple. I'm not smelling it intentionally. It is, an accidental thing that I did. But don't worry, I'm still alive. I think, unless you guys are all very much an illusion. But yeah, we on future idol. It's just hydrogen chloride. It literally exists in our body. Do you know lambung? Lambung bahasa Inggrisnya lambung apa ya Allah? Sumpah. Lambung. Stomach, side, bounce, flank, bound. Okay. Apparently lambung is just stomach. In your stomach it exists. It produce hydrogen chloride. Asam klorida, tahu nggak? Waktu biologi diajarin dulu. It's just hydrogen chloride. So I'm not gonna die from it or become like a fucking lizard. Although I can become a lizard if you want, but yeah. It's fun though, like doing a little experiment like that makes it seem like it's worth it to just go to school sometime. But yeah, sorry, but I'm eternal. No, you're not. No one is, including me. We're all gonna die someday. Live with that. Live with the thought that we're all gonna die someday. Okay? Okay. Just kidding. Ini bahas apa? Kamu keracunan yuk? Iya kali. Enggak sih, enggak keracunan. Cuman baunya HCl itu enak, sumpah. Oh my god, aku jadi pengen nyium lagi gitu kan. Tapi kayaknya emang toxic sih. Jadi jangan. If you talk more about chemistry, you wanna know more about chemistry? I know a lot about organic chemistry. I love that freaking subject. That subject is the best subject I could talk about it someday, like a lot. Just freaking, man. You know hydrocarbon chains. That shit is my jam. Like there are a lot of questions, right? Especially in high school. Kalau di SMA gitu kan, kayak you need to read or like figure out the name of a hydrocarbon chains, like ada HC dan sebagainya itu, dan terus kamu baca itu namanya apa gitu, cuman dari rantainya doang. It's actually really fun, but I've forgotten most of it because on later semester we don't really care about those things anymore. All we care about is like process and experimentations and whatnot. So yeah, I actually like organic chemistry. Also biology is a very good thing. Oh fuck, I love those two. Chemistry and biology is like my most favorite subjects back in high school. But it's not all great and sunshines, of course. At some point I kind of lost track of everything, especially because of online classes. You know how online classes are. You just tune in and then like accidentally sleep, and then you just don't understand anything, and you're like, excuse me ma'am, I don't understand shit. Of course I don't say that to the lecturer, but yeah, it's just that, yeah. Like, and because of like this VTuber thing, it gives me a lot more reason to actually skip me learning and studying properly. So what I do is, when I wish I could study, I would be just like, but I could be doing VTuber stuff and get things. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, I should probably be more active on Twitter But I should be doing my homework right now. So it's just like it cancels out each other, and in the end I just don't do anything. I feel so dumb right now. It's like I'm doxing myself, but hey, I don't care anymore. It's not like anyone is watching. Steak, it's just steak. Who fucking cares? Ternyata di SMK. Aww. Aku belajar tumbuhan bukan lambung. Masa? Banyak loh biologi itu. Nyimeng hydrogen chloride. So fucking good. Halo Gideon. Can you make noises like nyimeng hydrogen chloride? Asam klorida, wangi. Okay. No, why are you doxing yourself? Just kidding. It feels like it, but I'm actually not telling you all the things, you know. It's fine. Benzena so full tapi HR sucks. Yo, it's the fucking easiest bullshit. Ngukur pH itu gampang banget, ya ampun. Benzena I don't like though. Benzene, there are a lot of like optional, or not optional, but like rules. Yes, rules. In like naming a benzene. There are like orders that you have to do things in. I remember even the orders back then when I was still, you know, very active in like the academic scene. But nowadays I'm just like, you know what? I just fucking don't care anymore. Amat Raffi, hai. Pas sama 3 nggak sih? Masa? Iya kayaknya. Benzena itu 3. Yang pertama itu we're learning more about like SPDF dan sebagainya gitu, kayak orbitals. I remember like on first class of high school, the teacher just told us to like memorize periodic table until what? I remember back then we were told like memorize periodic table until some forgot which period, but yeah, I kind of remember them from like a song. There's hydrogen and helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen, fluorine, oxygen cells we can breathe in, fluorine for breathe, neon have light up sign, sodium for salty tone, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus and sulfur, chlorine and argon, potassium, calcium, silver, scandium, titanium, vanadium, and chromium, and manganese. Iron is the 26, cobalt, nickel, conjugate, copper, zinc, and gallium, germanium, and arsenic, selenium, and bromine, film, krypton, halpium, rubidium, strontium, yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium. I forgot until that part. I think it's ruthenium, rhodium, palladium. Fuck, I forgot. Okay, I remember only until Krypton. But yeah, belajar itu sama 2. I forgot. Gak nyimeng H2SO4. I don't think I've ever touched I did touch some sulfuric acid. Not touch like, you know, touch it like directly, but we did do something with sulfuric acid in the first few semester. Forgot what we did though. Was it titration? I forgot. Even never get that on my school, bruh. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? It just we wanted to like get more scores. The freaking teacher is like, yeah, you'll get more score the more elements you memorize. I'm like, holy shit, easy win. So yeah. Kanal ko na astrophagy, stoichiometry bikin pusing. Stoichiometry is fun. I find it that kayak soal yang biasanya cuman kayak, oh ya, setarakan reaksi berikut gitu, kayak, this is refreshing, I love it. Ether, ester, asam acetic acid, there are a lot of things like CO hot dan sebagainya itu. I really love those. Back then we would even like learn how to like what kind of reaction would produce which kind of fuck, I forgot. Yeah, hydrocarbon thing. There's aldehyde, alcohol, acid, and then ether, ester, and whatnot. It's freaking amazing. You Nichan janayo. I don't know why my friend keep laughing at C10H16. What's that one? Wait. Butena Decana? C10H16. I need to look this up. Adamant. No. Hydrocarbon names. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane. Octane! Hey! That's the name of a legend. Decane. Kenapa? What's wrong with decane? Oh, C10H22. Oh, decane is C10H22. Psycho. What is C10H16? I don't know. Fuck. I forgot a lot of this shit. I don't get it. C10H16. C10H16. What is that? Adamanti. Adamantana. What the fuck is this thing? You know what? Who cares? Cuci muka sekalian. Nonde. Main Uno yang kalah celupin jari ke asam sulfat. Keren sih kalau gitu. Guru kamu persulitku dengan tak memakai metode yang lebih gampang dipahami. How you ga? Halo, ini kami Sako. Itu sih ya susahnya. Maksudnya kalau di SMA atau SMK gitu kan, tergantung gurunya sih mostly. That's why I want to be a teacher before being an idol and VTuber and whatnot. I've always wanted to be a teacher myself. Yeah. I know that I might not seem to be a good teacher if I don't know. It's weird. But some teachers make it seem like freaking teaching is the easiest shit ever. There was this chemistry teacher of mine. Well, go figure. I like chemistry because of the teacher. It's a she. Gurunya cewek. Dan man, she taught it like it was freaking nothing, and all of us, including the people who, mind you, didn't even fucking care about chemistry at all until like 2nd grade. And then because of this one teacher, everyone in the class was just like, oh, wait, this is fun. And then yeah, because of that, because of that one teacher, everyone in class was it's just become like, it's like chemistry buff. It's amazing. It's just like, man, that's the kind of teacher I wish every teacher could be. What she did was, she did this a lot, in that she would just tell like random students like, oh yeah, just go and present your answer, despite them clearly not knowing anything about this shit. I was just like, oh. I mean, that might be very scary. Lots of students really don't like when they get, told to go in front. But because of that, everyone was just, I don't know. She did it in a very friendly way, and unlike very hostile teacher or like lecturers, right? Kamu maju, awas apa kayak kamu maju gitu. Udah belum gitu? Bukan. She did very like, kamu coba maju gitu. Ini coba tunjukin jawabanmu gitu dan sebagainya. Kalau mereka jawab kayak, tapi bu, saya nggak tahu apa gitu, and then she would like tells them like how to properly answer it, and then they would have to write it on the board, and then it's freaking amazing. I loved her way of teaching. In my opinion, it's the best teacher ever. Yeah, reason why I like chemistry is because of her. So yeah, mesti remet sampai lulus. Chemistry is too fucking easy. Idol teacher, she was not an idol, thankfully. That would be weird. Gak tau perasaan ada mantan. Bener juga namanya ada mantan ya. Aku baca bahasa Inggrisnya soal ada mantan kayak ada mantan. Diam. The other words we learn chemical, I get poisoned sometimes. No. If you're still in high school, right? Barely anything could poison you. I remember back then, like, the closest thing that could probably kill you is nothing, really. We use very, very diluted HCl and maybe like some sodium hydroxide as well. I did remember back then using like physically grabbing sodium hydroxide on my hand and like almost burning my hand, but was not really. Yeah, it was fine. So yeah. Hari ini kita ulangan kimia yang remet Ibu Suplex. I mean, kalau ada guru yang bisa kayak gitu, aku kayaknya mau nyoba remet deh. Anyway. That would be great. Holy shit. That sounds amazing. I don't know about you, but if there is a freaking teacher that can suplex me, yo, let's go. Press M for doubt. Why M? Imagine being suplexed by a teacher. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Woo! I like it. Big M for Yuga. M for muscle. You're not wrong. What? Don't you want to be suplexed by a teacher? Man, you guys don't get me. Lame. Very lame. Let's see. What else was it about chemistry there? Like, there were a lot of things. I forgot most of it already. I've only realized that I'm just like, yeah, it's all gone now. Because I no longer need to learn that kind of things. All the things that I need to do is just like, oh yeah, how to operate this machine, how to create this machine in such a way that, you know, everything works. And I'm like, oh, I see. Okay, I guess now we don't really need to know about benzene or anything like that. So yeah, I want to get flexed by my English teacher. It's always the English teacher, right? I don't know about you, but yeah, the English teacher has always looked hot. If they're a female, yeah. Sometimes male ones do look decent as well. I remember like back in middle school, there was this like male English teacher that actually didn't look that bad compared to like some all the other English teachers that I've, you know, known, the male ones. Most of them are like either old men or I don't know, not really that attractive looking. But there was this one male teacher that was just like, oh, that's weird. You're different. I don't know, but female English teacher, I'm like, let's go. Who was it? No, actually, not all of them are attractive. There was this old English teacher when I was in high school, I think, and she was really fluent. I really liked her. I don't know why. I've always been this very egotistical kid that is just like, I can speak English better than all of you. Like even now, I'm speaking pretty well, right? But there was this one English teacher that I'm just like, oh, wait, she can speak English pretty fluently as well. Oh shit, no, I've been vested. Yeah, it's always been like, ever since middle school, all the English teachers has always been like, wow, you can speak like a native would. I'm like, of course I can. Juga gitu lah. Gitu kan. And then this freaking high school teacher was just like, hey, let me flex on this kid. And I'm like, oh shit. That was kind of sad, but hey, yeah. Naon Kak Iga malam merahmatkeun. Iga buaya, kamu mau lihat aku jadi buaya? Tara. Lizard. Nah, just okay. Now let's throw this away. But yeah, why everyone being maso? I don't know. It's probably anything that's just like I don't know. Okay, maybe I can try to explain it. Is it maso stream? Perhaps. Language teacher is always pretty. I don't know why. Yeah, Indonesian as well. I've realized that. Like even like the teacher that was a bit older, like maybe like 30 plus, they look pretty attractive as well. I don't know why. The one that doesn't look attractive usually are like the biology teacher. It's like it's always either old man or old woman. The one that teaches biology is always this just, why is that? Never changes. Never. Kalau berbahasa bahasa Inggris cewek terus masih muda sering that's just stereotype. I've never, in my school that's never happened. I don't think. Control your mind. No. Gak jadi nge-tier list. Pengennya nge-tier list ya. Tapi kalian malah kita malah ngebahas itu apa bahasa Inggris dan tumben live bang. Kok gitu? Aku live loh tiap minggu at least 2 kali di YouTube. At least aku nyoba gitu. And Peter just was like the Duke from RE8 Village. Man, I've never liked the PE teacher. PE teacher. There was never any good ones in my school. Maybe there were like 1 or 2. Like the one that's young and has only recently graduated, and like gone into my school. Those are usually the kind ones, but the old, like, it is weird. The one that's been like in the school for a long time, they are never good. I'm not fit physically, so whenever we run around, like we need to go around the stadium like twice or something. I've always been lost. It's honestly, and then they would just like shit on you. I'm like, come on, you can do this. Just go run like your friend. I'm like, fuck you. God. Be teaching my faf no. Oh, buayanya mana? Kamu mau buaya? Mager anjir. Kau nggak bisa lihat aku ngomong. Ya udahlah, pasang aja sampai terakhir. Kalau mau dilepas silakan donat ya. Biar aku notice tadi nggak mau. Oh shit, my connection, I'll be back. Sure. Sini kelihatan nggak pernah belajar biologi. I love biology man. Kayan, permisi. Halo Kayan. Hisashiburi desu ka? Wakanai kita mah. Watashi wa ima wa aku sekarang kada. PE teacher likes looking at the girls. Not sure about that, but there has been a couple of cases where PE teacher has overstepped their boundaries a bit and has done some very illegal activities and has been in newspaper at least like once. I remember back then I think it was elementary school that like a PE teacher in some other school, not my school, like in some other school actually like went and violated the law, so to speak. Not good. Yeah. PE teacher, watch out, man. If you have a child, watch out for the PE teachers. They're the one that's I'm not bad mouthing any PE teachers, am I? But I don't know why that the teacher that is the most in newspaper, like the teacher that shows up the most in newspaper usually are the PE teachers. So I don't know. You gotta come with the dragon. Gantengnya tak nampak lepas buayanya. Katanya mau. Ya udah, aku taruh di bawah aja deh. Anggap aja ini tangannya Yuga. Jadi kayak Elmo atau Kermit gitu kayak. Jadi kan Yuga ngomong biasa. Nanti kalau Yuga mau ngomong pakai komodonya gitu kayak. Kayak jadi sock puppet gitu. You're very good at that. What's I know? It's fine. It's now in my hand. Or maybe it's eating my hand. Ah! Okay, puppet doll, of course. Gonna makan juga, guys. Oh no! Nom 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 nom. Right, so yeah. Well, that was a very long tangent. The whole point of this, di ilurnya reptil ada salmonellanya nggak sih? Setauku komodo ada penyakitnya kok. Kalau kalian kegigit komodo itu kayak racun gitu. Jadi, yeah, you got the lizard man. Lizard man. We should talk about that. This whole stream I was gonna like do a tier list of like if you were to go to isekai, like which one you would, which monster you would be. And output lizard and like probably not S, but hey, okay, let's get to the tier list, shall we? Here, I've prepared it. Yay! Tier list. Aku apa sering baca ini kan manga yang namanya apa? Manga judulnya So I'm a Spider So What? Kalau nggak salah itu judulnya. Ya yang kayak cewek ke isekai gitu, bukannya jadi manusia malah jadi laba-laba gitu. Komodo saliva? They're poisonous, right? Remember. Not to be mermaid, man. There's no such thing as a mermaid, man. It's merman. If you want, okay. Kalau kalian mau nyampain gitu apa ras isekai gitu, ku taruh di tier listnya. Ini tier listnya Yuga, jadi semuanya dari Yuga gitu. Lizard folk. I mean, look it up. Okay. I'm gonna put lizard folk there. Open image, a new tab. I'll just copy this. Control V. Yes. Transparent. Kok gitu sih ya? Kurang jelas ya? Aku cari yang lebih kecil sih. Ntar. Delete this. Lizard. Oh my god, that's very hot. Oh. Whew. Okay, stop looking at lizard, Yuga. Oh, whew. It just smells very hot in here. Okay. Holy shit. Why am I looking at lizard pictures? I actually have a friend of mine, or an acquaintance, that can like draw furry. Very expensive, but I was like, can you draw lizard folks? I'm like, and then she's like, oh sure. I'm just like, lizard is obviously S tier, right? Right? Lizard. Lizard is S tier. Fight me. Whew. Belum lihat. Kalau kalian nyari lizard folk gitu di Google, di bagian atas ada kayak it's a lizard folk lady, and I'm just like, oh, that's hot. That's hot. Gabiru. I don't like Gabiru. No, lizard is C. What, are you okay, bro? No, I'm not. This is my tier list, okay? Technically speaking, if you want to like I don't know, make a tier list that actually makes sense, like the way Tier Zoo does it, lizard folk could probably go in like B instead. Why is that? Because it's just a good race. The benefits of being a lizard is probably your scale. It's a lot tougher than normal human skins. Our skins, humans, are very stabbable. If we were stabbed with a sword, we'll die immediately. But lizard, nuh-uh. This thing is tough, man. Okay. Another thing is that lizards are usually a little bit taller than humans, or at least my version of lizard. I play Divinity Original Sin 2, and all the lizards there are very, very tall. Very cool. And they can breathe fire sometimes, so I would say I'll put them in A-. Lizard. I need to make this bigger, I think. That's not it, Yuga. Fuck. Wait. 1920. I think I should increase the canvas size to... How to increase canvas size, image size, is it? Okay, 1920 times 1080. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Whoa! Alright. Wait. Oh, okay. That didn't make any difference. But hey. We could like... Can't I like tap? There you go. Ah. Right. That didn't make any difference. Fucking hell. How about ogre? We'll get to that later, okay? Let me explain lizard first. Lizard can breathe underwater sometimes, or at least if you play Skyrim. I play a lot of video games that includes lizards. You can breathe underwater with lizards if I'm not mistaken, or maybe like breathe a bit longer. And they can breathe fire. They're great, very good. The only thing about them is, or at least in Divinity Original Sin 2, lizards are very racist. They don't like anything other than themselves. That's the thing. Of course, you can always make your D&D characters or like your original character, if you are playing as a lizard, not racist. But if I was the DM, if I was the dungeon master, I would make them very racist indeed. So yeah, lizard only likes themselves. So, but as a survival standpoint, I would say lizard's pretty good. A-. Tadi apa yang di atas? Kalau nggak salah ada yang bilang apa? Apa ya? Ogre pasti? Ya, ogre sama apa? Tadi ada nggak sih selain ogre? I don't know, but elf? Okay. How about this first? Kita human. Okay, this looks fucking dumb. Let's put human in. Human. Look at this picture of a human. Look at this human. Okay, looks kind of dumb. Where would you put human? I'll say B because they're just normal. What's the benefit of being human? You can reproduce faster, in my opinion. I mean, maybe not, but most of the time when I see a lot of fantasy, humans have a lot more population compared to like elves or lizards and whatnot. So I would say that they can breed a bit faster, if that's the kind of thing. But of course, you're not playing this game to breed. But instead, you are playing this game to, like, you're playing D&D to go on an adventure and whatnot. So what you need most of the time, it's like the survival skill. Also, why is that guy pixelated like that? Humans are fleshy and they can easily be stabbed, but in lack of defense, they excel at intelligence. They're actually a bit, they have brains. Unlike lizard who likes hitting things with their claws and whatnot and are very racist, humans have a lot more emotions and can, use their creativity to create a lot of things. Usually they are seen as adept at everything. Like, they can do magic, they can be a swordsman, archer, anything really. Humans can do anything, but they don't excel at anything. So I would put them at B. B for average. Average. Very average. Right. Elf. Human is breedable? Everything is breedable. As long as they are a female, yes. But humans breed a bit quicker than other races, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I don't know. Ogre. Ogre! I don't know about you, but ogre, I've always seen ogre as an enemy, or like monsters instead of, the conventional races kind of thing. Ogre D&D. Ogre D&D. Right, so if you were reincarnated into another world and you look like, wait, you look like let me look up a good like resolution. Okay, and you look like this guy. You look like this guy. What would you do? Or what would you do if you were to look like this man? Very attractive. Look at his nipples. Human can give you a wink of sun, of course. You like Viking? Viking is good. Dewa Dewi Mexico. A god? I wouldn't say you are. I don't know. God isn't really an option if you are playing D&D. It's like, let's say I'm the DM. I'm like, okay, you can explain all your character, and then we have Hikari when he's just like, I'm a god. I'm just like, no, you can't do that, buddy. Please, play like a proper human being. So no. Can easily be stabbed. Why you not put armor on your body? I'm just saying that if you were to suddenly reincarnate it and you're incarnated in the fucking forest, would you have an armor? No. God, this man. Imagine. But as a lizard, you'd survive a bit better, okay? Right. So ogre. Ogres are generally big. They might look fleshy, but their flesh are a little bit harder, as you can see from like the veins and the freaking arrows that's stabbing them, and they just like they don't care about the pain. They just smash. But the main question is whether or not you keep your intelligence. So if you were to reincarnate as an ogre, would you have the intelligence of a human being despite being the ogre, or would you suddenly become brain dead and stupid and like an ogre. If the former, then I would say ogre would probably fall into B minus. Yeah. Like, the thing with ogre is they're always seen as very bad hostile creatures. If you were to walk into a village being an ogre, everyone would shoot at you and kill you on the spot. So no. Even if you are able to speak and or have the intelligence of a human being, other people see you as this very imposing threat, just like, you know. They don't want you getting close to their children and, you know, no. Ogre is bad. I don't want to reincarnate as an ogre. No. No. As a lizard though? Heck yeah. Anyway, so no. Ogre bad. Ogre is super strong though. But you're gonna get killed. You're gonna get killed. No offense. Killed. In a way, maybe, I don't know. Like, I've seen it. Okay, calm down, buddy. Okay, I've seen a couple of manga or stories where the ogres are the good guys. Dojin. There's this Dojin. Okay, I should stop saying this now. But there's this freaking, oh my god, the most innocent ogre of all time. I love that guy. I guess if you become kind of like this very cute, harmless ogre, then maybe I'll put a bit above. But no, if you're just a normal ogre, fuck, you're gonna get killed. Okay, can't do anything. What? Man, the afterword in that doujin was something along the line of like, justice for ogre. Not all ogres are bad. It's very good. Everybody can take a lot of damage. Doesn't matter. You're gonna get killed. Like, at some point, if you become so much of a threat, they're gonna send a lot of adventurers toward you. It's not just like 1 or 2 guys. It's just gonna be like a party of 5 with a mage and a healer and a fucking swordsman. Just everyone trying to kill you. And I've never really seen an ogre like in a pack. They've always been this, you know, one guy that just kills everything. So if you were like a pack of hyenas, maybe you can survive by being the cowardly one that stays in the back and like tries to leech off of others. But an ogre always stay alone. And the way they make children's are they oh god, they take the female of other race. You know, you get what I mean. Goblin Slayer episode 1, right? Yeah, that. Okay, let's move on. Goblins! Speaking of goblins, would you want to be goblins? Would you want to be a goblin? Hey, goblin is a thing. Okay, goblin, D&D. Would you want to be a goblin? Oh my god, that's hot. Why is it that freaking... There are a lot of hot ones in the Google search image. It's fucking weird. Right, so... Okay, this is good. This is from Magic the Gathering, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so... People make fan arts of like fantasy races and like put boobs on them and now they look hot. God. Would you want to look like this? Of course not, you don't want to. But the difference between goblin and ogres stay pretty much alone the whole time, like looking for, you know, humans to if it's male, they're gonna kill them. If it's female, they're gonna do things to them. But yeah, they tend to just stay alone. But goblins, though, they stay in a pack. That's where it comes. That's where you're like, I can socialize with people. I can find friends. It's good. I like goblins. I would not want to be a goblin, but compared to being an ogre, I'd probably prefer being a goblin. Is it as good as being a human? Probably not. They're a lot weaker than humans, but I've seen goblins being smart in that they would create devices like traps, pillage some villages or stuff. Look at this guy. He also has armor, unlike an ogre who usually is just like naked all the time. I would say goblin isn't that bad, but it is not as good as human. So I would have to put him in B-. Goblin, B-. Let's go. Okay. Someone did say elf. Okay, I'm gonna put elf somewhere. Right. Okay. Goblins. How about cyborg? This is fantasy, damn it, not sci-fi. I know. Just recommend who knows Pak RT who. Caught reading Ogre Dojin in 4K. It's really wholesome dojin, okay? It was the dojin of an ogre who found a female human, and that female human was like very afraid of him and was like, oh no, don't go. And the ogre was like, oh, I won't do anything to you. But since he can't understand human language, then he's just like, oh, come on, And then the female human was just like, wait, this dude is an idiot. He doesn't know anything. And then the female human just befriended the ogre. And then the ogre was like, oh yeah, where do you live? That kind of thing. He kind of like used sign language. And then she was like, oh, this ogre want me to go back home. And then the ogre took her back home. And a lot of people saw the freaking ogre and just killed him. What the fuck? Sad. Very sad dojin. 0 out of 10. Would never read again. Okay, anyway. If goblin like me, so am I a goblin? Yes, you are. We are all Japanese goblins. Okay. Of course, liking money isn't strictly a goblin thing, so no. You may not be a goblin. That's dojin of the ogre. I hate it so much. But anyway, elves. Elf is a boring race, not gonna lie. In my opinion, right? The way they make elf like a bit more interesting in my eyes is there are a lot kind of elves. Dark elves, wood elves, the water elves, that half elf. You get the idea. There are a lot of kinds of elf. That's where it gets a bit complicated. But instead of like, tiering them like in their individual kind of elves, I'm just gonna put all of them in one basket, and they're elves. They're elves. Very long-eared, usually hair very straight and beautiful. Even the male and female, both are very attractive. They live for and by nature. They live in a forest surrounded by trees. If you were to reincarnate as an elf, you'll probably stay in that forest for the rest of your life. Does that sound good to you? No, it doesn't. Unless you are, that kind of like rogue elf that just like, I want to break tradition and goes out in adventuring. In that way, yeah, and that's good. Elves are great at doing archer things, putting traps. They do use trap to get their food, and overall very intelligent. If I don't know. Depends on what kind of elf you are. Wood elf usually are more into archery and kind of things. But if you're a dark elf, you're into more like black magic. Ugh, very cool. I would say I put them in A. Lots of things you can do as an elf. Compared to being a human. Yeah, it's boring. Human is boring. What can you do as a human? Oh yeah, I learn things faster. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, elves, good. How about phoenix? That's not a race, that's a monster. You want me to raid a phoenix? Fucking ass. They don't die. God. If you don't know what a phoenix is, it's a bird of flame that if they die, they get reborn. Wow. Very powerful. They usually are more into like boss monsters and or like, you know, god-like being that you can like call upon. So I would say Phoenix isn't really something that is playable. But if you did incarnate as one, well, you have the world as your oyster, you can do anything. Anyway. Next. What even is this fucking stream? I want to be a werewolf if I can. Werewolves. Werewolves aren't bad. Werewolves and vampires. Yeah, sure. How about the author though? A dungeon keeper. Dungeon keeper would be... It's not really a race. Dungeon keeper is not a race. It's more like a class. Like I imagine someone who keeps dungeon be close to like a necromancer, and necromancer usually are either like elves or humans. So it's not really a race, no. Golem and demigod, how about that? Reincarnate into a golem. It's a very sad existence, but golem, don't think. Golems are magical things, right? Golem, D&D. In a way, most of the time, golems are something that others control. You don't control your own body. You're told of what to do, so no. That in itself, you're just like, yeah, no, that's not a good thing, but there are times sometimes when in stories, like I've read a manga about like a golem that can think on its own, and then they're trying to like find their whole existence, like the point of their whole existence. I think also on Made in Abyss, the boy is actually a golem as well, but he was a humanoid golem, so maybe that's not golem. I don't know, depends on what kind of golem you are. If you're a golem summoned by a freaking sorcerer, you're gonna die immediately because they don't care about you. But if you're a golem in like, let's say a golem for the purpose of like defending a castle or something, maybe you'll be alive a bit longer, but no. You might be strong depending on what material you're, built with, but you don't do much other than you're not gonna be an adventurer. No, not good. No. Demigod. It's too broad. Okay? It's too broad. Hello Yuga. Hello Shinobu Art Anime. Werewolf. That's it. That's a fun one. Werewolf and vampire. Werewolf. D&D. Okay. Yes, werewolves. Very D&D, very fantasy, very that kind of thing. You just like you disguise yourself as a human or an elf or anything or any other race, and then suddenly at nighttime when it's full moon you're like awoo, and then this very cool guy just appear. Very cool. I like it. Very much S tier. Nah, just kidding. I don't think it's S tier. Werewolves a bit weird. Werewolves obviously in a lot of media are seen as this like very angry creature that's out there to get flesh and eat people, right? That's where you might have a bit of a problem. But with being a werewolf, you need to eat shit. I mean, depending on what the dungeon master said, you might not need to eat humans. But if I was the dungeon master, I'd be like, you have to eat humans. Because that's usually how they do things, you know. And like there's mini games, I forgot what the mini games is, like werewolves, you have to find who the werewolf is. They usually kill the villagers, so I would say they need to eat humans, or like any other humanoids. That might be a bit of a problem, but if you play your cards right, you can strive as a werewolf very easily. So I would say yes. They are very quick, very agile, good fighter. Have you seen fucking Roger from Mobile Legends? That guy is very vicious. I like them. I like that guy. I would say werewolf is great. Good. Amazing. Should put Phoenix on us. No, don't want to. No. If I was the DM and you want to be Phoenix, no. You can summon a Phoenix though if you want, but be the Phoenix? No. How about Centaur? I love Centaurs. I love everything. Centaur. Wait, let me look up Centaurs. Okay, that's the wrong image. Centaur D&D. Oh my god, she's hot. Why is everything hot? Oh god. Okay, centaurs. I like centaurs, yeah. Let me look up a good picture instead. This one is pretty good. Okay. Okay, wait, no, that's not it. I need to capture the centaur part so that they don't look like just a human being. I thought you guys sus. Nothing. Gusto sama you. A witch isn't a race, I don't think. There are some fictions where witch is actually a race. Like being a witch, you can be born a witch. But I feel like witch is more of an occupation and or a class instead of a race. So no. Centaurs. You can't see the whole thing, but he has a horse body. Centaurs. In some media, they exist alongside humans and elves and whatnot. But in some other medias, they are more of the monster kind of thing, kind of like how a goblin and an ogre is. They are seen as this like very imposing creature that can trample you, and poke you with their spears. Like, very cool. If you were incarnated as a freaking centaur in the middle of forest, you can probably survive a lot longer. I would say, yeah, pretty good chance of surviving. They also live in packs. Most of the time, from what I remember, if you were fighting against centaurs, you would fight a lot centaurs, not only one. So I'd say I put them in alongside elves. I like them. They're good. Yes, centaur, fun, good. Tidak dia jadi kadal. Kadalnya di tangan. When full moon, Trojan from Mobile Legends. Hey, what was that? You guys sus. What? Halo Kak Fal. Okay, I guess we should. That's not a race. That's not a race. A three-headed dog boy. No. I don't think that's a race. That's a freaking legendary creature. You're like saying, oh, how about Phoenix? It's the same thing as that. No. Let's talk about vampires instead. Vampires. Would you want to be a vampire? I sure wouldn't. Fucking Kira, stupid as Just kidding. I'm sorry, Kira. Vampires. Depending on what kind of depiction you see in like what media vampire is, they're very loosely different in all of them. If you the one depiction that I actually like of the vampires is Castlevania anime from Netflix. Freaking man, Dracula in there. Holy crap, he's hot. No, just kidding. But Dracula is very imposing, and he's also has a lot of humanity himself. He fell in love with a human woman, and the human woman, because she, fell in love with a vampire, everyone hated her and burned her alive. And because of that, Dracula gets angry and he was like, "Ah, I'm gonna kill you all," and stuff like that. That kind of vampire, the one that can do like blood magic and whatnot, it's very good. I like it. But some other media depicts them as this kind of like a very, I don't know how to put it. There's that one game where you can be a vampire. Forgot what the name of the game, but it's weird. But being a vampire, you're fucking immortal, man. Just go to S already. Just shut up. Just can't die out. You cannot die of old age. So I'm sorry, Centaur, you're being okay. You can't die from old age. You have a lot of magic. You can turn into a bat. You get the idea. Vampire is fucking amazing. Also, I would say vampire is a lot stronger than a werewolf. So yeah, I mean you can still die from like being killed, but hey, vampire is good. Good. Immortal but afraid of the sun. Kena ketiban matahari anjir. Wink of sun, and then the vampire's like, no. Kesini sama Kira ya. Gara mas itu dia langsung Kira langsung kebakar kayak no. Tapi dia ketawa anjir. Karena kedipan matahari malah ketawa Kira. Anjir. Freaking Kira is not a vampire. She's a dugong. She's a dugong. She should have like, felt some pain from kedipan matahari, but no, she didn't. She's not a vampire. Trust me. Anyway, yeah, vampire is good. As long as you play your cards right and not like, bathe in the sun, then you can probably, yeah, it's pretty good. Here's another race. If you're very uncreative, if you're afraid of garlic, like freaking garlic. Yeah, I don't know, dragon, like a wyvern. Yeah, that's slime. Minotaur. Yeah, I did say that I want to put like monster into the tier list. As long as they are not like too powerful, like Phoenix or Cerberus, then I could probably put it in. Minotaur. Minotaur is very much a dungeon keeper, as you call it, but instead of like keeping the dungeon, thing, like a necromancer who can, like control a dungeon, Minotaur are more like a guardian of a dungeon. So Minotaur D&D pictures, very much strong, very imposing. Is that a female? Oh, that's hot. I'm slowly turning into a furry. Anyway. Minotaur. Big burly boy, has a horn. They usually use axes. If you are incarnate into a Minotaur, You could kick some ass. I would say it's much better than being an ogre. They're a bit more intelligent since, as you can see, instead of like, you know, having bones, necklace, they actually have armors and whatnot that can protect them from things. But still, are they as good as vampire or werewolves? No. Are they as good as elf and centaurs? No, I think. Minotaurs don't live in packs. I don't think as much as centaur does. Centaur lives in packs. They attack in like very big packs, like Genghis Khan just charge in, it's freaking cool as fuck. But Minotaur is always just like one guy or one guy. Just one person. Very alone. Very much alone. And is he as good as a lizard? Probably better than a lizard. So I should put lizard below. Now that I think about it. Yeah, lizard isn't actually that powerful, guys. I only put it there because I love lizards. So here's the new, yeah. Minotaurs, A-. I would say I prefer being an elf than a minotaur because minotaurs is very monster-like and probably not accepted in society, and I do want to live in society. And they don't have society, they literally live in dungeons. So no, thank you very much. No, very tough. Hi Bang Kadal, hi. Aku Kadal. Osbert. Right. What was that? A dragon. I actually want to put dragon in. Would you want to be a dragon? Yes, I would. Right, so dragons. Many kinds of dragon out there. You have worm, wyverns, elder dragons, just regular dragons. I'll just put them in all in one category of dragons. Dragons are just imposing creatures that lives for thousands and thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. Whew. And yeah. Despite being a monster themselves, for some fucking reason, they keep gold in their layers for unknown reasons. But hey, I guess since they do sleep for like hundreds of years, they want to sleep on a bed and they choose gold because they're shiny. I don't know, man. Would you want to be a dragon? I would, so I'll put them in S. Dragons, depending on what kind of dragon you can like breathe fire, breathe ice, you can kick people and or use the power of wind to create hurricanes, many things. Fucking OP. Dragons is too good. Oh god, I messed it up. Okay, wait, that's, oh my god. Okay, wait. That's not it. This is it, okay. Genderuwo. Why? Okay, that was my thumbnail. Dragons. A living tank dragonoid. Are you talking about Dragonkin? Okay, I'll put Dragonkin later. So I'll say dragon is S tier, above werewolf and vampires. You're gonna survive a lot better as a dragon. I think the main problem being a dragon is that a lot of people are gonna hunt you because you're a very rare exotic creature and people like exotic creatures. But at the same time, you're very powerful, so you're not gonna die easily. Dragons, good. Next. Let's see, dragon. Archer, elf. I've already put elf there, so no. Where is mermaid? You wanna be a mermaid? Mermaid? Or fish people? Mermaid and merman. Merfolk. D&D. So merfolk. Very hot. Every single creature is hot. God damn it. In terms of hotness, yes, S tier. In terms of can you survive and, you know, thrive in a fantasy world as a mermaid or a merman, I would say you would live a pretty boring life since you can't go on land. So I don't really want to be a mermaid myself, or a merman, or merfolk. Nah. I mean, you could live in the sea, I guess, true, but man, it's boring. It's fucking boring. It's bad. It's better than being an ogre, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna put her here. Mermaid, merman can't live in land. They stuck in water. They get stuck in water and they can't do anything. They do live in pack, so that's fine. You can socialize and not be a brain dead person like a fucking ogre or a golem. But still, no. I would prefer being a minotaur than a mermaid, because at least minotaur I can charge into things and boom. Mermaid, just swim around, be a fish. Sad. No. Half cat and half human like Achi. Forgot what the terms for that, but if I was hosting a D&D session, I would not allow Kemonomimi to exist in my universe. Why? Because what's the fucking point? God, how about this? Let me introduce to you Hajit, or Hajit from Skyrim. Here, from Skyrim, a cat person. Would you want to be a cat person? I would. Not mine, actually. You know what? Cat person is actually not that bad. But I forgot what their trait was. What was the trait of Khajiit? Khajiit Skyrim trait. Known for high intelligence and agility, these traits make them very good thieves and acrobats. Khajiit are also fearsome warriors, however they're rarely known to be mages. So they're this thief-like beings, just like, you know, they're fast, they're intelligent, so they tend to be thieves and bandits. I'd say it's pretty good. Would I be a cat then a lizard? No. So I'll put them in B alongside humans, and it's not quite Kachi. I know Kachi is half human, but no, Kemonomimi is not accepted in my world, okay? This is my world of D&D. Get out. No Kemonomimi here. We're cats, half human, half cats. This is Khajiit. This is Khajiit. It's Khajiit. It's not werecat. It's different. You know what? Who cares? Fuck this. Tier list is bad. There's none in C. And as good as that, there's none as well. Actually, you know what? Let's put Golem here. Like, you can barely think as a Golem unless, you know, there's some sort of scenario where you're being put into a already dead Golem, but now you're alive and you can think. But if you're just a Golem summoned by a sorcerer, you're just gonna die. So, yeah. Dragonkin, Kitsune. Nah, man. I don't know. Fuck. I don't like it. Kemonomimi has just it's not good. I like it. So I did this stream because I want to like explore my D&D knowledge. No, not really knowledge, but more like D&D things, I guess. But Kitsune isn't really a thing from the West, so I'm not gonna include that in my list. Reminds me of My Little Pony. Unicorn and Pegasus a race? You wanna be Pegasus or a unicorn? No. It's not really a race. It's a It's a species of a freaking animal. So no. What is D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. They are a sort of like tabletop games where you play with dice and you role play as a character. I played it back then as a card slinger a human card slinger who goes around and performs a lot of things like magic tricks and whatnot. He throws cards at people, and depending on what cards they throw, they have different various effects. Very fun, very fun. Kind of like guy that I roleplay a lot back then when I was still playing D&D. Very charismatic, and that's kind of hard to like roleplay as. But yeah, that's what D&D is. People roleplay and do stuff. Usually it's Western, so like none of those Eastern bullshit where, you know, like katana and whatnot doesn't really exist. But I guess, yeah, no, katana don't exist. So stuff like kitsune doesn't really exist either. Or kemono-mimi. Dragonkin. Hey, do you know what Dragonkin is? You know Tatsuya from the already graduated VTuber from Yumi Reality. He's a Dragonkin. Dragonkin is kind of like a dragon but human. Dragonkin D&D. Kind of, yeah. So sometimes they are depicted as a human with a bit of a scale, or they're entirely dragons but they stand like a human. Kind of similar to that of lizard folks, to be honest. Now that I think about it. Wait, now that I look at it, Dragonkin are literally just lizard folks. I'll put this one in. You know what? Let's use this freaking card. Okay. That's too small. Damn it. Okay, wait. Fart. I thought it was Dragonkin. Dragonborn. What is that? Dragonborn. Dragonborn. Is it Dragonborn? No. Dragonkin and Dragonborn. It's the fucking same thing. Okay, you know what? I'll just put this in. It's no different than a fucking lizard. Yeah, they're just dragons, but they're humans. It's this guy. It's the same thing as a lizard, but they are more closely related to dragons, so they're a bit better. I'll put them in a. That's kind of boring. I thought Dragonkin was more like closely to human, but I guess they're closely related to dragons instead of that. Okay. Here, Dragonkin. They can breathe fire. They can turn into actual dragons themselves. You know, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, there's this archetype called Dragon Maids, which there's dragon and maids that can turn to actual dragon. You know what? Fuck this shit. Hey. Here, dragon. Dwarfs. We haven't done dwarfs? What the fuck? You know what? Let's do a bit of a dwarf D&D speedrun. I'll mention a lot of like races and start putting them in. So I'd say dwarfs is actually a pretty good race. They might be small, but in stature. But they're good blacksmiths, they're good warriors, they're hefty, they can lift hammers like 3 times their size and kill people with it. But would I want to be a dwarf? And will I survive being a dwarf? Probably not. Are they better than humans? Probably yes. So I'll put them in B as well. B. There's none in C now that I think about it. Should I put Goblin in C? Or Ogre in C? Let's put goblin in C now that I think about it. I don't know. Goblin's pretty weak. Right, so I guess this is it. Okay, dwarfs. What else? What else? Fuck. I'll just look up D&D races. D&D races. Characterization for Dungeons and Dragons. If dwarf, dragonborn, elf, gnome. Oh, gnome, halfling, yeah. Tiefling, half orc, human, orc. Halfling. It's not really a well-known race now that I think about it, but I do believe halfling is pretty good. They're usually like bards and like storytellers. They are a lot more into arts than anything, instead of like the dwarves who are more like beefy and powerful like a warrior. Halfling is just a like happy-go-lucky guy. I would be a halfling if I was reincarnated, that's for sure. Yes. Would you want to be a halfling? I don't think so. Is halfling good? No. They don't really exude the survival kind of things. You won't survive long as a halfling being alone. So they're usually in a party just because they're there. So no. Halfling is bad. Very bad. So no halfling, please. Halfling. I'll put halfling actually in B-. At least they are accepted in society, so hey, it's probably fine. Right. What else do we have? I know there are a lot more races than this, but holy shit, I can't think of any. Thing is, I do condense a lot of things, like elf. There are a lot kind of elves. Lots kind of dwarves as well. Somebody did say it's slime. Would you want to be a slime? I wouldn't. The thing is with slime, I know why you said slime. Because of Rimuru. Rimuru Tempest from Slime Tensei. No. You're not gonna be like Rimuru. If you were a slime, you would not be like Rimuru, okay? It's not possible. The thing is with Rimuru, the fact that he got really OP was because of the dragon, I think. Veldora was his name, was it? Because he got, you know, let me squish this. Okay. Because he got help from the dragon, Rimuru becomes really powerful. So that's where, yeah. But would you survive long as a slime? No. As good as dead. No. 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 You can't. You cannot. You cannot survive as a slime. It's not possible, okay? It's just no. No. Right, lizard boy? Mm-hmm. Yep, see? Even he said it. Okay. I think this is a pretty good way to stop. I don't think there are any other... I mean, there are a lot, to be honest. You have stuff like Cobalt. I guess I could put Cobalt in. Cobalt. D and D. There are like... Lizard. Oh my god, they are very close to lizard. So, would you want to be a kobold? No. They are like lizard folk, but they suck. Okay, let's put this in. It's very small. Right, so... Kobolds! Fucking hell! Okay, wait, let me mute for a second. Okay. God damn it. So many noises all around. I'm sorry, okay? Kobolds are usually what you fight after you fight slimes. If you play D&D and I'm the DMs, the first few enemies is probably gonna be slime, and then after that it's gonna be kobold, because they aren't really that strong, so I'd say it's as good as dead. As good as dead. dead. You do attack in packs, but they're fuck. Their whole shtick is that they can make traps. That's it. It's like, what? Sure, you can make traps. That's it. Like, if you fight on one-to-one combat with the kobold, you're probably gonna win. If you're a human, you're probably gonna win. If you just, like, bring a sword with a kobold, stab them a couple of times, they're dead. So no, kobold sucks. Okay. Bikkuri. Nande? Hai. Konbanwa, Nia-chan. Nia-chan? 大阪？わかんない。まあいっか。はいはいはい。これでいいかな。I don't really know any other races. Fantasy races. Common races: human, elves, dwarves, orcs, goblins. Fairies. Ah, true. Fairies. D&D. Would you want to be fairy? Very small creature. You can squash them. They have wings, but they're very small. As good as dead. I don't think you can do anything being a fairy, to be honest. What can you do as a fairy, huh? Oh god! Stop! Oh fuck! Wait. No, you cannot. You cannot survive as a fairy. There is no way. Like, you got reincarnated as a fairy, you end up in a forest. There's like a lizard or anything that could kill you. They get a hold of you, you're dead. Because you're so freaking small, okay? No. Right, so let's continue. Trolls. There are other like races like demons as well, I guess. Which is really boring, to be honest. So I'm not gonna do it. Angels. They are demigods. Angels and demons are demigods, and they're kind of like a boring race, to be honest. I don't want to rate them at all. So I think this is all of it. How about it? Let me justify each tiers. S is filled with dragon, vampire, and werewolves. Dragons because they're huge, they live for thousands of years, they're amazing. Vampires, they're immortal. I mean, I guess they're weak to sun and Golics, but other than that, they have a lot of magical aptitude and can turn into bats. Cool. Werewolves. Very quick, efficient hunters. Amazing. Great. This is not lizard folk. This is apparently dragonborn. They're closely related to dragons, so they can breathe fires. Yeah. They are not that much different from lizard folk, huh? I don't know. Maybe lizard folk is literally dragonborns, but they suck. Why is it that they're different? Why are they different? Fucking hell. Should have just put in the same thing, right? Anyway, let's continue. Centaurs. They live in packs, if I'm not mistaken. Because sometimes, like the couple of times that I've encountered them in fantasy games, RPG, usually they have a lot of, you know, they don't go as like a single person. So yeah, I would say you can survive pretty well as them. Elves, because elves, I mean, you might be stuck in the forest for like eternity, but at least you can live for hundreds of years for eternity. And then if you die, you become a tree. Fun. No, not really. It's not fun. But you could, if you want to go adventuring as an elf, it's a good choice. Depending on what kind of elf you are, you can offer a lot of whole different skills. You can be an archer, you can be a mage, you can be many things. Usually there are also elf assassins, pretty good. Sabil from Divinity is an elf assassin, good. The only one in A-, Minotaur. You know what, let's put lizard folks in A- because I like lizard. Fight me, I don't care. I like lizards. Minotaurs. Very big burly boy. You're gonna be alone in a dungeon, but hey. I would say, yeah, they're good. You have horns. You also are a bit more intelligent than, like, let's say an orc. I think because you have armor, and at least in this picture he has armor. So I would say he's a lot more intelligent, a lot stronger. At least I've seen 2 Minotaurs, so you can kind of like procreate that way. Yeah, I don't think Minotaur uses other races as a thing like a ogre would. Anyway, stop talking about that. But lizard folks, amazing, scaly, sometimes breathe underwater, savages, cool. I like lizards. I should probably put this in S, but I like lizards. Okay. They're tall as well. You're with me here? Okay, thanks. Dwarves! Freaking hell. Lots of people actually not really like dwarves that much, I think. Well, some people do like them as well. They're a lot stronger than humans. They make good blacksmiths. They can lift hammers twice their size. They live in mountains or underground or like mines and stuff like that. I would say being a dwarf isn't that bad. You can make a lot of machinery and whatnot. Crossbow is also a good way to be dwarf if you don't want to use the hammer. And then there's human. Fucking boring. Who cares about human? Let's not talk about them. Khajet. Thieves and mages. Not really. I don't think Khajet is good as a mage, but despite having a high intelligence, they're not good as a mage. Their intelligence is more like wits instead of intelligence. They're quick-witted and very agile hunters. Kind of like a werewolf, but they suck. A werewolf, but they lack the strength. Right. That's what Khajet is. So, considerably bad, but I don't know, maybe you could make it work. A mermaid. You get stuck living in the sea or river. Good luck. No. I talk as if it's bad, but it's actually not that bad. You have a lot of friends, you can socialize. So yeah. Halflings. The fuck do you do? You're very weak. The only thing good about you is the fact that you can play guitar. Or whatever. What is this thing? Banjo? You can be a bard, I guess. The most useful thing in the battlefield is a guy just playing guitar. Amazing. No, just kidding. That was sarcasm, okay? Bad. Should put this as good as dead, but at least you're still accepted in society, right? Unlike these. Ogre. You're strong. That's it. You're stupid though, and you're gonna get hunted a lot because you're a menace to the populace. If I'm not mistaken, ogre takes human female and do very bad things to them, so they won't want you to live. So very bad. Goblins. Have you seen Goblin Slayer? They're horrible. It's bad, but at the very least they live in packs, meaning that you could be that cowardly goblin that stays in the back and just like and stay alive that way. So your survival rate is a bit more than, let's say, a slime and or a golem or any like small creature things. I kind of want to put goblin above ogre because of how I think you're a lot more survivable, but still, yeah, goblin isn't as strong as ogre, that's why I put him below. And as good as that is filled with golem, because, well, golem is a summoned thing. If you're summoned as a golem, you're gonna die immediately. Shucks. Slime, because you're like the first enemy that ever appears. You're dead. You're not Rimuru as well. Rimuru is literally a slime that was given power by a fucking dragon. No. Kobold is Kobold. They're like the first few fights in D&D. Very weak. And fairies are... You're fucking small! So that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I don't even know what this stream is. We went from like discussing teachers and whatnot, and then now we're discussing this thing. Lots of fantasy creatures out there, right? Like, but of course not all people like all kind of fantasy creature. Halo Yuga, hi. Siapa itu? Andini Putri, hi. Welcome. Selamat datang di streaming Yuga. Kita lagi bahas apa? Makhluk keras di dunia lain, isekai. Mostly di D&D sih. Yuga barusan bikin tier listnya kayak naga dan sebagainya di atas itu dan sebagainya. Oke. Udah selesai tapi jadi maaf ya. But yeah, there are a lot of kind of races in the world of fantasy. Also 690,000. Nice. But yeah, kenapa nggak bisa pindahin itu? Ya ampun, apa ini yang dipindahin? Udah, gue beli. If you were reincarnated in a different world and you know you become one of these fantasy creatures, then ya telat nggak apa-apa kok. Kamu ya mungkin kalau kalian pengen kayak reinkarnasi ke dunia lain gitu, anjay, dunia lain. Rasa apa yang kalian pengen? Juga sih pengen jadi kadal. Gak tau kenapa ya, suka banget sama kadal. Soalnya di satu game yang juga mainin itu Divinity Original Sin 2, ada salah satu karakter yang lizard gitu. Kalau nggak salah namanya The Red Prince. Oh my god, he's so fucking cool, man. I love that guy. Where is it? Divinity Original Sin 2 Red Prince. Let me show you this. Let me show you this man. Oh my god, he's so freaking cool. He looks like Kamen Rider. Okay, let me show this to you. Dang. Wait. Salah window capture juga. Dang. There it is. Look at this guy. So freaking cool. That's why like alasan juga yang dari kemarin kayak gila sama kadal itu gara orang ini, sumpah. Hewan udara sepertinya menarik. Hewan udara apa ya? Mau jadi fairy kah? Fairy bukan hewan sih ya, lebih ke humanoid gitu, tapi ya fairy paling, atau enggak ya jadi naga guys, jadi naga monggo. Tapi naga itu nggak enak kok, soalnya naga itu hidup sendiri gitu biasanya. Mereka kayak lahir dari telur gitu kan, dua naga bikin telur, terus telurnya dibiarin, terus telurnya jadi naga, terus sebagainya gitu kan. I would say being a dragon is kind of boring because you can't really interact with others the way you would as like a human would. Kadalnya keren, dial nih, ayo lo. Mau sumpah kalau bisa bikin dia jadi husbandonya juga, guys. Oh man, sumpah. Tapi apa laganya, apa personalitinya agak gimana gitu kan? Dia itu Red Prince itu agak sombong. Pertama kali ketemu sama dia kayak kalau nggak salah dia nanya, kamu bisa masak enggak gitu. Dan terus kalau kamu bilang iya, terus dia kayak good. But can you sew? Kamu bisa jahit nggak gitu kayak. Fuck, tanya ini aja. Kalau kamu bilang iya, dia kayak oke, bagus. Sekarang kamu aku jadiin budakku gitu. Sekarang terus what the fuck? He's not charismatic at all. Dia sangat tidak karismatik. Orangnya sombong banget gitu. Tapi di dalam hatinya dia itu orang baik. Oh. Ceritanya dia kalau nggak salah dikeluarin dari kerajaannya karena kalau nggak salah make kekuatannya iblis gitu, Buddha. Literally dia kayak you can be my slave. I'm like fuck. And there's an option, kayak ada pilihan di conversationnya. Kamu bisa bilang, oh saya dengan senang hati akan menjadi budak Anda gitu kayak. Gimana? And that's what I chose. Nah, just kidding, of course I didn't. But I would say, yeah, Red Prince is a cool guy. I like him. Ya itu sih. Yuga itu kan datang dari masa depan ya, dan lebih ke dari universe yang sci-fi gitu. Jadi hal-hal kayak fantasi gitu Yuga belum mengalami gitu. Nggak kayak Kachi atau Kira yang satu vampir, satu makhluk kucing gitu kan ya. Mereka sangat berbeda dari saya. Di dunia saya tidak ada kucing berbicara, guys. Sedih. Ya. Udah hampir 2 jam ini, jadi udah hampir 2 jam. Ya, udah hampir 2 jam. Aku mending kayaknya udahan dulu deh. Live lagi tuh besok kita mau nyoba voice acting. Voice acting apa? Aku nggak tahu. Kalau kalian ada saran, bisa tinggalin di Twitter ya. Kalau aku ada ngupload waiting room gitu, kalian bisa bilang di streamnya juga, di chatnya kayak kyuk bilang ini dong, bilang aku cinta kadal gitu. And I'll juga bakalan suarain besok pakai suara yang kalian pengen. Kan juga pengen apa? Juga bisa suara bocil untuk kayak, hai, kono koe de dekiru kanaってわからないけど、まあはい、これは子供の声。そしたらこれは俺のプッチの声。Suara biasanya juga. Ya, dan juga bisa juga kayak agak dalam dikit gitu. Jadi besok kalau mau denger juga mau ngomong doang, bisa datang ya. Mungkin itu aja dari Yuga hari ini. Makasih udah datang, makasih udah nonton, makasih udah dengerin. Kayaknya Kadal mau mau ada pesan dari Kadal kah? Bye guys. Oke, bye dari Kadal. Ditunggu juga. Oh, makasih banyak Andini Putri. Ya, bye. 疲れ聞いてくれてありがとう。そしたら次の配信で会いましょう。じゃあね。